Hello and welcome back to another Cambrian Photography Live, streaming both on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you very much for joining us today. Show's all over, but we're still doing live streams for you to enjoy. And typically we wanted to do some more live streams just to give you news and updates on stuff that's sort of coming out, any promotions that we're doing, and also hints and tips with photography related stuff as well. So if show's all over, so if you wanted to see any of the show videos that we did, you can go on to our website where there is a link on there to go and watch back all the wonderful videos that we had across our virtual show. Going forward, we'll be trying to do probably about 3 of these videos a week, and these will be sort of product reviews, going a little bit into different types of cameras and things like that. Let us know your comments below if what you actually wanted to see. We want to do these live videos for everyone watching, and also let us know what you actually wanted to see, and we can get that arranged, whether you're wanting to see certain types of cameras being demonstrated live or sort of Lightroom demonstrations, anything like that. Just let us know, drop them in the comments. It's always nice to see people commenting live. So let us know that you're watching here live today as well, so give some comments. Nice comment from David there. So looking forward to this. Yes, today is all about a new compact camera from Sony, which is the ZV-1, which is sitting in between some of their lower compact cameras, which is things like the HX90, HX99, and also some of their premium models like the RX100 series. So the ZV-1 sort of sits in between those two as far as ease of use. Someone said capture one learning. Yeah, we can have a look into that. Yes, so looking into the differences between those two is always nice to see. So we've had Mark, who we saw last week at the virtual show, do us a little presentation on the ZV-1. So we're going to have a look at that now. If you've got any questions about the ZV-1 or any of the Sony related cameras, then just drop them in the comments and we can get to them at the end of the video. Let's join Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Baber. I'm from Sony, and this is the new ZV-1. So here's the ZV-1. It's alongside the HX99 and the RX100 Mark 7. There's only a couple of grams between the RX100 Mark 7 and the ZV-1 in weight. So the ZV-1 has a Zeiss lens. So we continue our relationship with Zeiss. It's a 1.8 to 2.8, very fast, very bright lens, 24 to 70 millimeter focal length. You'll see on the back, we have a LCD screen and a grip, some mode dials, and also a microphone jack, a micro HDMI, and a micro USB for charging. Along the top, you'll see there's a number of buttons, including the defocus button, the record and the mode button, and also a connector for the windshield mic. So the build quality is very good. You can see that mottled effect around the design. There's also a little groove there for the screen. Flip it around to the bottom, there's the battery compartment. It has the traditional BX1 battery and the SD card slot. Also notice there's a tripod mount as well. Turn it back around to the top again, and when you switch on the on and off button, the lens will obviously come out of the camera. Switch it off and it will retract back. The other way of setting the camera up is that you flip over the LCD screen, the 3-inch screen, and the camera lens will open accordingly. So this is the shooting grip for the ZV-1. You can use it for a number of other cameras as well. It is sold separately. It has a wireless remote commander, so it allows you to use the power zoom and take shots from the handle. You can also use it, as you can see in this image, as a tripod. We then have the windshield mic. There's a separate attachment which you find in the box with the camera. I've just taken it off the camera here to show you, and it also then has a dead cap or a windshield protector along the top. The design of this will obviously allow you to reduce the amount of wind and noise and cancellation into the camera. As I turn the camera around, you can see it in situ on the top of the ZV-1. Okay, so I'm now recording with the dead cat, and as you can see here, it's picking up my eye. Autofocus quite easily in video. Wide angle lens seems to be okay. So we're using the grip, and we're videoing my kids out for a walk. We got the dead cat on, so we'll be testing the sound in this one.
Oh, yes.
And the ND filter is on. If I now flick. Okay, there we go. See me and my kids. Car's coming towards us. Stabilization is working okay. Close up. We're on Daddy's shoulders. Say hi to the camera, Archie.
Hi, camera. We like this camera.
I can see on the screen. Can you see the box around your eye?
I can.
Yeah, look at that. It's tracking your eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
And your face. Look at that. That's very clever. Press the red button, mate. So a new feature of the ZV-1 is the defocus button. As you can see here, I press the button and the background blurs. Depress it again and you'll see it's a little bit more in focus. Depress it again and it shows you the background does blur. Also new is the product showcase set. As seen here with my son, you can go from one object at the near and it will focus on the far very quickly. So the ZV-1 has high frame rate as well. And as you can see here, you can select it manual shutter or aperture. I go into the settings, I can choose 50 or 25p, 250 frames a second, which gives you 5 times slow-mo, 500 which is 10, and 1000 which is 20. So the ZV-1 also has IAF in video, which is only found on a certain amount of our high-end cameras. It actually handles like an alpha camera. It's responsive, it's fast, and it's accurate as well when playing back these videos. And also in stills, IAF is so responsive. It's locking on to my son's eye every time. It picks up the face detection as well. And even when he's moving around, you can see that it's locking on the eye without having to hunt or move away. So let's have a look at that image in more detail. I've got the Image Edge software on my PC, so we're going to have a look at the viewer. And this is the image of my son, just blown up, 100%. And it looks pretty good from this new ZV-1. Like most of our cameras, we can connect the camera to our Android and Apple devices. So I'm just setting up here the image that I took of my son and another image I took later on in the evening. And I'm going to send these images straight to my phone. Now I've got the Image Edge software already loaded on my phone, as you can see here. I'm going to select the icon, find the camera, which is obviously the ZV-1, and allow it to connect. Once it's connected, the image will send straight to the phone. I can then flip down to the bottom of my phone and find the image. I can then zoom in, have a look at it, and if I'm happy with that, send it maybe to an image editing software or maybe onto social media. As well as humans, Animal IAF is now available on the ZV-1. This is my cat, and as you can see very quickly, it picks up her eye. When she's not looking, it will track her, see there, and pick up her eye again when she's looking at the camera. Very responsive. Real-time tracking that you find in our alpha range is also in the ZV-1, which gives this camera great value for money. It locks onto my son when he's not looking and then focuses on the eye. And if I took stills or video from this, I found that the picture is very accurate. So I'm recording outside now with the ZV-1 and straight to the camera. And I'm really impressed with this autofocus on the ZV-1, especially around eye autofocus, both in human and animal. It's very responsive, it's very accurate, and hardly ever missed an eye or face shot in the shot. The real-time tracking as well, I'm very impressed with. As you could probably see earlier with my kids, it really locks on accurately and tracks every movement, especially when they turn around and it goes back to eye autofocus and focusing on the face. So we're in the studio and I've got the ZV-1 connected to my PC, recording directly there, and also I'm speaking to the camera directly and recording to the SD card. So if you grade your pictures, you'll be pleased to know that the picture profiles that you find in a lot of our cameras, especially the high end, is in the ZV-1. So you've got hybrid log gamma, you've got S-log 3, S-Log2, and a number of other picture profiles which you'll be able to have some fun grading. Before we see how the ZV-1 performs in low light, let's have a look at the video settings. Of course, this camera shoots 4K and it also shoots Full HD as well, and also AVC HD format. It also shoots proxy recording, or do a backup of your high-res files. And also new to the camera is the recording lamp, or what's normally known as a tally light. It's found on the front of the camera, so when you press the record button, the red light comes on. Simple as that. Adding to the settings, you've also got the ability to mark a display. You can also use center, aspect, safety zone, and guide frame, and also change the aspect ratio. So you've got some familiar aspect ratios in there that you can be creative with. And as well as that, you've then got the zebra display. And you'll find this on a number of our alpha cameras where you can change the settings accordingly. As well as using manual focus on the camera, of course, you have the settings of autofocus modes that you normally find on an alpha range. That's autofocus single, autofocus aperture, and autofocus continuous. We'll just select continuous to give you the full readout of the wide screen. The focus areas are wide, zone, center. You've also got flexible spot, and as you can see here, you've got wide as well as tracking. The defocus button we showed earlier, but I like this mode so much that I've shown it again. You press it, it goes blurry. You press it again, it goes clear. You press it again, it goes blurry. You press it again, it goes clear. It's as simple as that. Right. 302. Okay, so let's go. So that was the ZV-1. I was really impressed with the number of key features with this camera, especially the autofocusing in animal and IAF, and also the real-time tracking. The grip on the front was very good, and the build quality was really good in the hand. Of course, the flip-out LCD screen, of course, when you open it, it protrudes the lens. Of course, when I close it, it closes the camera down. If you're in the market for a camera dedicated to video, then it's definitely a camera to consider. It's also a very good performing stills camera, especially in low light. So the ZV-1 is definitely a camera I would recommend for both video and stills.
And thank you to Mark for sharing that wonderful video with us and taking the time to go out and do a little bit of filming with it as well. So it's absolutely wonderful to see. So if anyone's got any questions about the camera, just drop them in the comments below. If you're watching live, drop them in now and we can get some of those questions actually answered for you as well. So just before we do that, we can say that this camera is available for pre-order on our website. So if you go to cambrianphoto.co.uk, you'll notice there is a banner on the front of the page that you'll be able to do your pre-order. So let's have a look into the comments now and see if we've got any questions. We've had a comment from Roy, who is asking, does it have a mic port? So yes, it does. So you're able to actually put in any existing microphones that you have. And because of the hot shoe on the top as well, you're able to slide in sort of any dedicated mics on there as well. And then just with a cable, it goes into the mic port. So not only have you got the brilliant sort of sound with the built-in, but you can also use it. You can also use it with an external microphone as well. We've got a question from David there. It has a mic port, HDMI and USB. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up, David. Cheers. So yeah, not only does it have the mic port, you've got the HDMI on the side. So if you wanted to export it to another recording device, I don't think you'd need to with the built-in settings that we saw there from Mark, but you're able to do that as well. And the USB slot, which is available for transferring onto your computer and also for charging as well. So the USB through charging. Thank you very much for that. So let's have a look at anything else. Let's have a look at that. Is there much, if any, different or advantages over one of these than the later RX 100? So the RX 100 series, what you're starting to see with those particular models as they grow now, is that they are very much increasing the amount of zoom. So if you have a look at the RX 100 Mark 7, that has a lot greater zoom. I can't remember exactly how much zoom it has, but the ZV-1 does have 2.7 zoom, where the RX 100 Mark 7 has considerably amount more. Both of the RX 100 series and the new ZV-1 do contain that new fantastic autofocus tracking, which we saw there in the video as well. So not only will it track subjects, but it will also find faces and eyes in people and animals as well. Okay, we've had a question about how much does it cost, please? It's a great camera for doing video, and price-wise, it's going to be, well, its pre-launch offer is $699. There is also going to be an offer that we're going to be putting on the website, which will entitle you to discount off the hand grip as well. So keep an eye out for that deal, and that'll be launching on our website soon. Okay, I think that's it for the live questions this afternoon. If I've missed any, apologize. And if you're watching this after the fact, still pop in your comments still pop in your questions into the comments, and we'll get to them at a sort of later date. We can message you privately. If you're watching live, big thank you for tuning in. It's always nice to see people tuning in live and watching these videos. If you're watching it after the fact, as a rewatch, make sure that you like the video. If you're on our Facebook page, please like our page. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and click that bell to make sure you get more notifications on when we are going live. That is it from me today. We'll see you in a couple of days. Thank you very much. I was going to end the video there, but we've just had a last-minute comment from David going, "Where are the shades and hat?" It's going to be a long time before we see the shades and hat again. Maybe the next virtual show. Until next time, bye-bye for now.